How to make women beg for attention. 3 essential skills. Gentlemen, let's get real for a moment. Imagine this scenario. You walk into a room and all eyes are on you. Confidence radiates from your every move. You don't chase anyone. Instead, people gravitate toward you, especially women. Now, what if I told you there's a way to flip the script? Instead of you chasing her, she's the one craving your attention. Stay with me until the very end because I'm going to reveal the #1 secret to achieving this transformation. Something that changed my life and can change yours too. Here's what you're going to learn today. The power of presence and how to become magnetic without saying a word. The art of building mystery and intrigue that keeps women hooked. And finally, the ultimate skill that makes women beg for your attention, not the other way around. By the end of this video, you'll have tools that most men overlook entirely. Let me start with a quick personal story. When I was younger, I wasn't the guy women noticed. I was stuck in the friend zone more times than I can count, constantly overthinking my texts and wondering what I did wrong. Sound familiar? It wasn't until I began studying human psychology, communication, and self-improvement that I realized I was focusing on all the wrong things. I was chasing, giving away my power. That all changed when I started implementing what I'm about to share with you today. Presence is often underestimated, yet it's the foundation of charisma and attraction. Let's break this down further because mastering presence is about aligning your physical, emotional, and mental state to exude confidence. Posture. Stand as though there's a string pulling the top of your head toward the sky. This elongates your spine and automatically makes you look more confident. Slouching communicates insecurity, even if you're not aware of it. Gestures. Keep your movements intentional. Wild hand gestures or constant fidgeting signal nervousness. A calm, steady demeanor conveys self-assurance. Practice keeping your hands relaxed at your sides or resting lightly in front of you. Appearance. Take care of your grooming, clothing, and hygiene. A man who takes pride in his appearance shows he values himself, and that's attractive. Being present isn't just about your physical appearance. It's about being in the moment. When you're distracted, checking your phone, glancing around the room, you're signaling disinterest. Women notice this. Practice active listening. When she speaks, don't just wait for your turn to talk. Absorb what she's saying, nod when appropriate, and respond thoughtfully. This makes her feel seen and valued. Presence also means being emotionally grounded. Imagine being in a high-pressure situation, like a heated argument or a tense negotiation. The person who remains calm often holds the power. In social interactions, this translates to being unshaken by small hiccups, like a joke at your expense or a delayed reply to a text. A trick I use is mindful breathing. Before entering a room or starting a conversation, I take 3 deep breaths to center myself. This eliminates jitters and sets the tone for calm, composed energy. When you master presence, you'll notice that you no longer have to vie for attention. People, including women, will feel naturally drawn to your calm, assured energy. This is how you start commanding a room without saying a word. Women love a good story, and nothing captures attention like a bit of mystery. Think about your favorite movie or novel. What kept you engaged? It was probably the suspense, the anticipation of what would happen next. You need to apply the same principle to your interactions. One mistake men make is oversharing too soon. Maybe you're excited about getting to know her, and before you know it, you've spilled your entire life story, including the time you cried during a rom-com. This eliminates any intrigue. Instead, give her just enough information to pique her interest. For example, if she asks about your weekend, instead of saying, "I went to a barbecue with friends," you could say, "I spent the weekend catching up with some friends I haven't seen in years. It was wild." Now she's curious and might ask, "What happened?" See how this opens the door for her to engage more? If you've ever watched a movie with an open ending, you know how it lingers in your mind. Use this principle in conversations. For example, when someone asks, "How do you know so much about that?" Instead of giving a straightforward answer, say something like, "Let's just say it's a long story." You've created curiosity, which makes her want to dig deeper. Predictability kills excitement. For example, if you're texting, don't always respond immediately. Take your time occasionally. It builds anticipation. If you're planning a date, skip the standard dinner and a movie routine. Instead, suggest something unexpected, like an art exhibit or a late-night dessert crawl. This keeps her intrigued about what's next. Women are intrigued by men who have depth, cultivate hobbies, interests, and passions that aren't immediately obvious. Maybe you're a fitness enthusiast who also plays classical piano, or a tech guy who loves hiking solo in the mountains. These contrasts add layers to your personality and make you more compelling. When I started building mystery in my interactions, I noticed something fascinating. Women who were once indifferent became more curious and invested. They'd ask questions, want to spend more time together, and even tell me they couldn't figure me out completely. That's the effect of intrigue. It keeps them hooked. Emotional control is the ultimate game changer. If you've ever lost your temper or acted out of desperation, you've likely seen firsthand how it can push people away. Women are incredibly attuned to emotional stability. They crave it because it signals maturity and strength. Let's say she cancels a date last minute or doesn't respond to your text for hours. How do you react? If your first instinct is to blow up her phone or sulk, you're handing over your power. Instead, adopt a mindset of abundance. Tell yourself, her actions don't define my worth. This detachment helps you stay composed. If she cancels, respond calmly. No problem, let me know when you're free next. Simple, confident, and nonchalant. Women will often test men to gauge their emotional strength. This might come in the form of teasing, playful challenges, or even subtle provocations. The key is to take it in stride. If she jokes about your outfit, for example, instead of getting defensive, you can say, "Good thing I didn't dress to impress you." This shows confidence and keeps the energy playful. A man who doesn't cling to specific outcomes is incredibly attractive. Why? Because he exudes self-assurance. This applies to more than just dating. It's about how you approach life. For example, if you're asking a woman out, focus on the act of asking confidently rather than worrying about her response. If she says no, it's her loss, not yours. This mindset shift will revolutionize how women perceive you. Emotional control isn't something you flip on like a switch. It's built through consistent discipline. Practices like meditation, journaling, or even cold showers train your mind to stay calm in challenging situations. Physical fitness is also a game changer. When you push yourself in the gym, you're training your mind to overcome discomfort. This mental toughness carries over into emotional challenges. I'll share a personal story here. I once dated a woman who loved to push boundaries. She'd test me with comments like, "I don't think you're serious about this." The old me might have over-explained myself, trying to prove my commitment, but instead, I responded calmly. "That's interesting. What makes you think that?" This flipped the dynamic entirely, forcing her to explain herself and showing her that I wasn't rattled. Over time, this approach built respect and trust. Emotional control is a skill most men neglect, but when you master it, you become unshakable, and that's incredibly attractive. Now, here's the #1 secret to making women crave your attention. Focus on building yourself first. Too many men prioritize chasing women instead of becoming the kind of man women naturally gravitate toward. When you shift your focus to self-improvement, whether it's hitting the gym, mastering a skill, or building your career, you become magnetic. Why? Because women are attracted to men with purpose. A man who knows his value doesn't need to beg for attention. He attracts it effortlessly. You've just learned 3 powerful skills that can transform your relationships with women. But this is just the beginning. To truly become a Titan, you need the right tools to build confidence, master your mindset, and elevate your life. Check out the links in the description to get started with the Titan Toolbox's courses and ebooks. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Remember, gentlemen, the journey to becoming a Titan doesn't happen overnight, but with the right tools and mindset, it's inevitable. Stay focused, stay driven, and I'll see you in the next video.